I just say screw you, Green Bay. I am very happy that Aaron Rodgers is dumping you the way he dumped Danica and Olivia and his family. And I can't stand Green Bay or Aaron Rodgers. Now, having said that, oh, man, I cannot wait for him to be a Denver Bronco. This is going to be amazing. Yeah, I don't know how we got here. Look, and I want to play this Aaron Rodgers bite because I think this goes back to the very origins of when we should have been like, uh-oh, or we actually should have been like, because this bite right here from the Pat McAfee show, Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee are friends, and Aaron goes on that show a lot. Aaron Rodgers said this several weeks ago about his contract situation.
Your contract is a topic of conversation in a lot of places because you're Aaron fucking Rodgers. Have you heard a lot of this? And what are your kind of thoughts on, the speculation of your future at this point and where we're at right now on April 5th, 2021?
Nothing's really changed. My future is really, a lot of it's out of my control. That's why I mentioned using words like phrases like "beautiful mystery," because it is quite uncertain which directions that things are going to go. All I can do is play my best, and I feel like last year I did do that, and may have thrown a wrench into some timelines that may have been thought about or desired, but ultimately, things haven't really changed on that front.
Whoops. Aaron Rodgers just said right there on the Pat McAfee show that, me playing well and winning the MVP probably is not what Green Bay had in mind or had hoped for, which I think is great. So then, and we can, I guess we can go round and round about this because now we're going to play Matt LaFleur, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers, who was awkwardly asked yesterday, hey, what's going on with Aaron Rodgers?
I know the reports out there. I mean, this guy is our quarterback, man, and he's our leader of our team, and I want nothing more than to see him back in a Packer uniform. And, we've been able to accomplish a lot of great feats over the last 2 years, 2 straight NFC championship games. I know the seasons haven't ended the way we've wanted them to. But in my eyes, he's the greatest to ever do it. I don't care about Super Bowls or whatnot, but we want him back here.
Okay. Matt LaFleur, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Hey, man, he's not going back to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is not retiring. Stop talking about Aaron Rodgers retiring because it's not happening. The guy, do you realize if Aaron Rodgers retires, he has to hand the Green Bay Packers a check that will likely be $30 million for roster bonuses and incentives and
he ain't doing that.
Prorated, signing bonus. He's not retiring. He's going to be a Denver Bronco. We all know that already, right? This is so amazing, and I am so happy that the Green Bay Packers suck on the level that the Bears do at this point. Because here's my simple question that I'll ask, the same one I asked on Friday. How do you screw up Aaron Rodgers? How do you screw up? Now, Deshaun Watson screwed himself. We're going to talk about that in a minute. How do you screw up guys like Deshaun Watson never wanting to play for you again? And in Green Bay, it's how do you screw up Brett Favre's exit? How do you screw up Aaron Rodgers' exit? Green Bay, Mark Murphy, this 100% on you. Yeah. You created this problem. You facilitated this broken relationship. You are the one as management who has an MVP, an all-time great, arguably the best quarterback who's ever played in your franchise, and he doesn't like you. And you're not listening to him, and he doesn't want to play there anymore. That's you.
Whatever.
Your job is to keep your top performers healthy and happy and wanting to be top performers wearing your uniform. That's all you have to do with Aaron Rodgers. And then just send him out there. Maybe go get a weapon on the outside instead of drafting his replacement. I don't know, like you did to Brett Favre when you drafted Aaron Rodgers.
I don't give a baker's fuck.
And now he's going to be a Denver Bronco. It'll be cool to see him wandering around the AFC West.
Here's what's going to happen.
Tonto.
Maybe because that means the Bears have a chance to go to the playoffs and win the North. How do you screw this up? How do you screw this up? I am amazed by this.
You know how all this started? All of this started, what was that, 4 years ago, 3 years ago? Before Jordan Love was on the squad? The year before that draft, when Aaron Rodgers started complaining about the fact that they don't draft anybody because Jordy was always hurt, and you had all these guys who were older guys, and you weren't stockpiling skill position players. And then when Aaron Rodgers went to you, much like Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, when Aaron Rodgers went to you, then you said, hey, you can go and do whatever you want. You're an employee. We've heard this term, employee mentality. That's how they've been treating him. Hey, you're
Fake
nobody.
Fake it that you give a damn
Dude,
what Russell Wilson says.
Just say, hey, you know what, Aaron, why don't you come in? We'll show you the draft board. We really want to hear what you have to say. Even if you don't believe any of that
Listen, I'm not promising you we're going to take the guy you want us to take, but, man, you know what? You're the best quarterback in the NFL. You're the leader of this team. Of course we want your input. Come on in. Let's spend the day going over things.
Well, let's talk about it. I'm a good listener.
Right? How hard is this, man? This is not that difficult.
Oh.
If you look at the teams that are historically mediocre, and with all due respect, I'm a Bears fan, Green Bay. Green Bay's been pretty mediocre the last decade, right? Aaron freaking Rodgers should have won more Super Bowls than they have.
You're Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Right? Has he performed at the top of the game? Not in the playoffs, he haven't. I totally get that. He's the MVP of the league.
Ask Scotty Miller how Aaron Rodgers did last year.
Oh, my God. Seriously. Anyway, the point is, I don't know how you screw this up.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
Dude, you screw it up by being selfish. You screw it up by having it's the classic pride issue of any manager, whether we're talking the National Football League or otherwise. And even in life, we all know that manager who you work under, who doesn't give a damn what you think. They just want you to put the numbers out, and they're going to do whatever the hell they want. Even if you have a valid concern about whatever it is that you do, they don't really care. All they want to do is they want to make the money, and that's it. And Aaron Rodgers is in a unique position where he's definitely a Hall of Famer. He's an MVP. He is a one-time Super Bowl champion who should be a four-time Super Bowl champion. And now he's in a position of leverage, and he knows that. They know that, and so now he's going to do what he wants to do.
Where do you think he ends up? I mean, I look at the Deshaun Watson situation. Adam Schefter, ESPN, NFL insider Adam Schefter, says that Deshaun Watson is likely not to play this coming season. Which I think makes total sense unless somehow he's miraculously able to settle all these suits, which I think is probably going to happen. But if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm showing up and I'm playing. Although he may be suspended, who knows?
Yeah.
The point is, if you're Houston, you're not even in the conversation for Aaron Rodgers.
No, I think on a very surface level, the Aaron Rodgers he's not going to have the option to go anywhere in the NFC. That's just not going to happen. And I think in terms of AFC teams, I think there's a lot of options. Obviously, the Raiders had been in that conversation, but I think here's the thing with the NFL. I think you never really know who's having meaningful conversations and who's not. Until it comes out. And so that's why I say, when I say that I don't really know where he's going to wind up, yeah, Denver's the sexy pick, sure, but who's to say that the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan don't get an ass fire lit under their ass and go after him,
if you're the Green
dude.
Bay Packers, the 49ers, allegedly, according to sources, have already called the Green Bay Packers and offered. If you're the Green Bay Packers and you trade Aaron Rodgers to Pat, please. If you are the Green Bay Packers and you trade...
You're Aaron fucking Rodgers.
...to the 49ers, there is no hope for you. They will burn Lambeau Field to the... Well, they won't because Packer fans are soft. Anyway, the point is, you cannot trade him to the 49ers. They're one of your historic rivals. You can't trade him in the conference.
Whoever came up with that shit need to be fired.
Yeah, you can't do that. Trade him to New England. I don't care. Just don't trade him in the conference.
Idiots.
Idiot. That's Brett Favre ending up at the Jets. Okay, cool. But where'd he end up after that? The Minnesota Vikings.
Yep.
Right? That'd be Aaron Rodgers, Pat.
You're Aaron fucking Rodgers.
playing for the Chicago Bears,
Let's
which you and
go.
I both know can never happen. I hate him.
Funny, when he puts on a Bears uniform, he's the best quarterback that's ever done it. I
I
think we
like
could
him a
agree on
lot
that,
more
right?
in a Bears uniform.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
come
the point is, yes, I would sell my soul to have Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback.
Right.
We, the Chicago
Right.
Bears. You're not, right? He's not going to Houston. I think there's only a couple places he would agree to go. Right? I certainly Denver's one of them. But if you're the Green Bay Packers, don't you call Seattle and be like, "Hey, bro, can we get some Russell Wilson if we give you some Aaron Rodgers?" Like,
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
call somebody who needs a quarterback. Now, Aaron has said it's Raiders, Broncos, or 49ers. That's it. Right? If I'm the Raiders, yes, I'll take Aaron Rodgers. Give me some Aaron Rodgers. We're going to win the AFC West with Aaron Rodgers. Well, they'll think, but then they'll realize they suck at the draft. But anyway, the point is, if you put Aaron Rodgers in the AFC West,
Yeah.
Denver immediately becomes Kansas City's biggest fear. If you put him in Las Vegas, they become an exponentially better team.
Yeah.
And I think if you put him in San Francisco, they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Agreed.
You know, like if I am the Green Bay Packers, I'm not trading him in the conference.
I just think that the biggest thing here when you're talking about who he's going to go to is because he's Aaron Rodgers, teams are willing to do anything.
Yes.
The 49ers will. Like the 49ers clearly are not married to Jimmy G. Trey Lance is a guy that needs to be developed. You can't tell me that those two guys, if you said, hey, we'll give you Aaron Rodgers, but we're going to need Jimmy G, Trey Lance, and like a bunch of draft picks.
mom.
All right, cool. We'll see you later. Let's get it done.
If I'm the 49ers and they want Jimmy Garoppolo and they want a haul of picks, do it. Aaron Rodgers,
want it.
he has 3 more years left. Hey, Aaron, come here. We're going to pay you. By the way, you're going to be the center of our franchise. You're a god around here. It's Aaron Rodgers Stadium at Levi's Park and stuff.
You're Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Come be our quarterback. You're going to be the center of our universe.
Just saying.
Hey, by the way, here's Trey Lance. Will you please help us develop him?
In my eyes, he's the greatest to ever do it.
So let's do it, right? Like, I mean, but if you're the Packers, you can't let that happen,
Yeah.
right? You just can't let that happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not possible. So anyway. I just throwing that out there. If
How
you're
is
the
that even possible?
Yeah, if you're the NFL, do you suspend Deshaun Watson?
Yeah. You have to.
I think you probably do.
You have to send a message.
Without question. I think you cannot allow him especially if these cases don't get settled, you cannot allow Deshaun Watson to play while he's got 20-something sexual assault lawsuits going on.
Yeah, it's just a bad look. I
Yeah.
mean, especially after all the things that have happened over the years. The NFL is. I give. As much as I'm not a fan of Roger Goodell, I do give him in the NFL credit for at least doing some things to curb the idea that they condone domestic violence and the poor treatment of women by their players.
I agree. Mike Kiasbouche something says, who do you guys think won the NFL draft? The San Diego, now call me the LA, we play in the Rams Stadium Chargers. I don't think there's any question that Slater from Northwestern, great pick. But I also think that Asante Samuel Jr., phenomenal pick. Should have been a first rounder. I love the Chargers in the draft. And I do like, Justin Fields to the Chicago Bears is a nice little pickup. That's a nice little move. And we talked about this the other day. I mean, I really like Justin Fields. He said and did all the right things Friday and Saturday in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I feel like Justin Fields is going to be a guy that's going to contend to start for this team. And hopefully he will. I don't know that we have any idea what the Bears' plan for him is, but certainly I think there's a legitimate shot that he will. The other thing I think that you have to look at with these teams and who won the draft, you're not going to know this until after this coming season. Because when you draft guys like Zach Wilson, and maybe BYU won the draft, by the way, we should talk about that. But you draft a guy like Zach Wilson with the Jets, Zach Wilson will not determine his success or failure in New York. The Jets will. And you have a new regime there, obviously, and the Jets are going to determine how successful Zach Wilson is.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. I mean, I think you have a lot of questions there. Drafting an unknown commodity at quarterback and a guy who says he's not hell-bent on winning a Super Bowl to play for an unknown commodity.
Yeah.
And Urban Meyer in the NFL is a real risk.
Yeah,
That's a real risk.
I think though the thing for Jacksonville is that you were already going to suck, so why wouldn't you
Yeah.
take the risk?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt you were drafting him there.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be one of the more fascinating stories.
yeah,
But you know what? I think I look around the NFL. I don't see a team that did better or made better decisions than the Los Angeles Chargers. I just think with Justin Herbert there, you have to do everything that you can do to, to protect him.
yeah. I think that they are making decisions for the long term, and I think it's brilliant. I think for so many years when we were in Phoenix covering the Cardinals every day, I think we saw that they just weren't. They were not making good decisions for now or the long term.
When you draft two quarterbacks 2 years in a row, you're making bad decisions.
Yeah, so
there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Anthony Huff says, love the show. Appreciate you. Hey, by the way, if you're here, give us a thumbs up right now on this program. Subscribe, and you can win this Xbox Series S. As soon as we get to 500 subscribers, we're giving that bad boy away. And I'm going to look right now. Currently, we are still at 483.
You got time.
Let's go.
Get in.
Subscribe. Hopefully that ends in the next 2 days.
Because by the way, if you're subscriber 501, you're not in this thing. Just telling you.
Yeah.
It's 500 or less.
Yeah.